All right, good evening. For those of you who just watched the spring season of movie watching breakdown right here on the Frank Addington channel, thank you very much for checking that out. And I, again, wish you a happy new year. Another thing for the spring season of feature presentations might involve watching some Major League Baseball live at a game, perhaps, or maybe just on your television. All right, we're going to do the complete breakdown of I'm going to give you the standings for each division. I'm going to give you the League Championship Series and then the World Series. That's it. All right, this is not going to be a long video. Let's go west to east. Start with the National League Western Division. First place, I have the Los Angeles Dodgers. I have complete certainty, 100% certainty, Dodgers will win the NL West. In second place, I have the Arizona Diamondbacks. They could win almost any other division in Major League Baseball, but they're in a really difficult one, going up against one of the best teams in Major League Baseball. I got Arizona in second place. In third place, I got the San Diego Padres. They lost some depth in the offseason, but I still think they can make a push at the end to make a wild card. In fourth place, Darth's not going to like this, I have the San Francisco Giants in fourth place, and I have them with a kind of in that 77 and 81 range record. Fifth place, no surprise here, Colorado Rockies. They really suck. All right, let's go to the Central. And in the National League Central, the Bear Scotch Chicago Cubbies in first place. They're not that great, but them being in first place, more of a reflection of the surrounding mediocrity in the NL Central. Second place, we got the Brew Crew, the Wall Bangers, Milwaukee Brewers. They're very close to the Cubs, but I got them in second place. Third place, I have the Cincinnati Reds. I think they have a lot of potential to do some damage. They might not even get off to a real hot start and be leading the division, but they're going to wind up around third place with about a 500 record. And then fourth place, the Pittsburgh Pirates. Steel. I got some frogs out here, Steel. Might have some of your family members back there. Pittsburgh Pirates, they got some upside, and I feel like they needed to supplement their very good rotation if they wanted to make some noise. They didn't do a whole lot to do that in the offseason, so I got them fourth place. In fifth place, I got the Cardinals. I think they're kind of in reset mode. Now, they could easily be second place in that division, but I've just got them finishing last place. It's going to be a really disappointing year for the Cardinals. NL East, the National League East. This interests quite a few of you. Eagles 52, you're going to be happy about this. They got the Philadelphia Phillies in first place. They got the best rotation. Strider looked absolutely electric in spring training. And they're a little older, but I think they got one more playoff World Series run left in them, and it's going to be this year. They're going to win the National League East. In second place, I got Antoine's Atlanta Braves, who have a lot of talent. They should have been in the postseason last year, but they weren't, and so they make a little comeback this year. They have some question marks, but they're still definitely good enough to not only win the division, but get a wild card. So I have them getting a wild card. Not going to be a free fall. All right, and then I have for third place, Mr. Met. I got the free jack balls. I got the New York Mets. with, they've already got some injuries with the pitching, so it doesn't look very good, but I think they can still make some noise and even contend for the division. But I got them third place. Fourth place, the Washington Nationals. They got a really nice young core. This is a fun team to pay attention to, but they're not ready yet. And then fifth place, FJRS. Suck on that, FJ. It was a hell of a tuck in last night. Really clutch. Really got those fingers in there and got me nice and tucked into bed last night. A little chilly evening. So thanks, FJ, for that. But your Marlins, they're gonna lose. So, all right. So, well, we're a little walking here today. All right. So FJ, sorry about that. Marlins last place. Let's go west to east in the American League. All right. So in the American League West, we got General Peters. Now I talked about how the Braves are going to have a rebound, not win the division, but make the postseason and contend for that division title. And I see a similar fate this year for the Texas Rangers. I think the Texas Rangers make a big rebound after a disappointing 2024. They've got what it takes to make a big run, and they have a lot of talent on that team. Texas Rangers are your AL West champions for 2025. And the rest of the division is a little interesting. You could kind of shift a couple teams here and there. Second place, and this might be kind of my surprise team of the year, the Seattle Mariners are going to be second place. They have a deep, imposing rotation. They were disappointing in the offseason, not really doing much. They could have really done something to make them favorites in the AL West, but they didn't. However, they're good enough to contend for a wild card, even for the division. I just have a feeling about the Seattle Mariners. They're second place in the AL West. In third place, I have the Houston Astros, who are going through a midlife crisis, but they're still pretty good. And they're going to be good enough to probably be over 500. But we'll see if they make the postseason or not. And then fourth place, I like the Oakland A's almost as a chance to get to third place. I think they're going to be kind of a fun team in Las Vegas this year. Kind of overachieve, and so I got them fourth place. And then fifth place, I got the Anaheim Angels. They suck, which is too bad. So freaking Anaheim Angels. All right, they're going to be last place. Let's go to the Central. So on the American League Central, this is an interesting division. We have, I think this really comes down to which team is going to be the healthiest. All right, so we start with the first place team, and this is another kind of surprise. KB Toys and KC Chiefs, you're going to like this. I got the Royals winning the division. I think they're ready to win their first division in 10 years, and they're going to do it. Mark my words, Royals win the AL Central this year. Second place, I got Coach Nelly's Minnesota Twins. They always seem to have a lot of injuries, and that's one thing to look out for. But I think they have a really good team, and they're going to make it to second place and battle the Royals for that division crown. Now, third place, the Cleveland Indians always seem to have they have good rotation depth this year, and the lineup though is a little bit underwhelming, but they always seem to kind of do a little better than what they are. I just feel like the Twins are going to maybe not have as many injuries this year, and the Cleveland lineup will struggle a little bit. So sorry about that, Johnny JHL, but let's go Guards. All right, so then fourth place, I have Brett's not going to like this, and EMG is not going to like this, but I see a backsliding year for the Tigers, finishing below 500. Detroit Tigers are fourth place this year in the AL Central. Toughie. So all right, so I got the. That's going to be not the best year for the Tigers. And then you know who's going to be 5th place. Like, it would be a surprise if the White Sox finished any higher than 5th place. Sorry, Seatown, but I got them 5th place, kind of like everybody else. I'm not going to go nuts and try to pick them any higher than 5th place. All right, let's go to one of the best divisions, and maybe the best division in Major League Baseball. This is the American League East, and I have the 1st place. I have a team. The Boston Red Sox are going to be the 1st place champions of the AL East. They always overachieve, and this year they did a lot of good things in the offseason. Brought in some veterans, and they had some good all-stars last year. I think they're going to take it in the AL East. And then 2nd place, I got the O's. Teddy ball game. Your Orioles. And this year, Boog, Teddy ball game and I are going to meet at Camden Yards at Boog's Barbecue. Rest in peace, Boog. And Teddy's going to buy us a big, fat barbecue sandwich with some fries and a nice cold O'Doul's beer. I can't wait to hang out with Teddy. One of the greatest parks in Major League Baseball. Maybe Loyal can come there too. Celebrate the Orioles making a run for the AL East. See you there, Teddy. Right up the road. Maybe B. Scott will be there. One time she asked me to meet there at Camden Yards. Biggest regret of my life, not meeting B. Scott. Should I regret that, Bears? Or no? Did I miss out on anything? I don't want to know. All right, 3rd place. I got the New York Yankees. They didn't do enough in the offseason. Not very good. They suck. Cole is injured. Judge, Frankenstein, and they lost Soto. Frankenstein's going to probably, hit 55 home runs, whiff a lot, and then get to the postseason, drop fly balls. Maybe if he even gets to the postseason. If he gets there, he'll drop fly balls, hit a $110. Judge is a friggin' joke. Judge, Stanton, the rest of those guys, they suck. All right, so remember that. 3rd place, I got the New York Yankees. And the New York Yankees, hold on a second. They're going to fall. They're going to free fall big time in 2025. Just like that. All right. Alrighty. 4th place. Another overachieving team, Tampa Bay Rays. They always find a way to be competitive. They do it again, but not quite enough. They kind of tail off at the end of the year. 5th place, I got Chalkinators, Toronto Blue Jays. They're not even a bad team. They could even finish above 500. They're just the weakest in this division. So Blue Jays last place, but they're still a pretty good team. All right, so National League. Let's go through the playoff participants for the National League. We have the Phillies. Here's the division winners: Phillies, Cubs, Dodgers. Wild cards: Braves, Andy's Braves, Mr. Mets, and the Arizona Diamondbacks, one of Bolts' backup teams. All right, so we have the Braves, Mets, and Diamondbacks as the wild cards. All right. In the American League, we have the division champions. We have Slickopolos Red Sox. We have KB Toys' Royals, and we have the Texas Rangers. Darth likes to follow them because of Bochy. So we got those 3: Boston, Kansas City, and Texas. For the wild cards, I like Teddy's Orioles, No Hits Twins, and I will put in the it's a tough one. I'll put in the Yankees. Okay, so I'll put the Yankees in as in third place, getting a wild card. All right, so I got the two East divisions, American League and National League, with 3 playoff teams. Okay, so I got the Yankees edging out the Seattle Mariners for the wild card. All right, in the National League ALCS, I'm not going to go through all the stupid wild card things. I'll just get straight to it. In the National League, in the NLCS, I've got the Cubbies and the Dodgers in the NLCS. That's right. Phillies, gag. All right, don't make it to the NLCS, and it's going to be the Dodgers and the Cubs in the NLCS. In the ALCS, I have the Red Sox taking on the Rangers. Rangers make it back to the ALCS. So Boston, Texas, Chicago Cubs, LA Dodgers. All right, so in the NLCS, I got a clean sweep by the Dodgers over Bear Scott's Cubs. It's going to be a bad October, so it's going to be part of Bear Scott's Horror Fest for this year. Cubs getting swept, but hey, they made it far. So the Dodgers make it back to the World Series, trying to defend their 2024 World Series title. In the American League, I got the Rangers and the Red Sox, and I got Boston. Hang on. All right, boys. So for the American League Championship Series between the Red Sox and the Rangers, it's going to be the Boston Red Sox over the Rangers in 6 games. So we're going to have, for the first time in World Series history, we're going to have a matchup that has never happened. It's going to be the Dodgers and the Red Sox in the World Series. DNR Manny will be happy about this. Swift Delicious. It's going to come down. It's going to be a 7-game series. All right, and it's going to be, you didn't want to hear my pick? Dude. Let's see what we got here, guys. Old coal pit railroad bed. Right here. Interesting. 19th century. All right, a little history here. A little history for you guys. Check that out. Old coal pit railroad bed. Yeah. All right. And in that World Series. So the winner of the 2025 MLB World Series will be the Boston Red Sox beating the LA Dodgers in a 7-game series. It's going to be Jarren Duran as the outfielder of the Red Sox as your most valuable player. That's Jarren Duran for the 2nd straight year. General Peters is picking an American League East team to win the World Series. Last year I picked Baltimore, and I had Henderson as the MVP, and that did not happen. But this year I'm going to nail it. The only thing that's going to stop the Boston Red Sox glory train of the World Series this year is going to be a plane crash. So I know we've had a lot of weird plane crashes over the last few months, and hopefully we could have one more coming up soon in the next 5 months or so, maybe even in October. Gonna be hoping and praying for that plane crash, DNR Manny, the Boston Red Sox. So that's the only thing. going to keep the Red Sox from winning the World Series in 2025 over the LA Dodgers. No repeat for the Dodgers. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching the General Peters 2025 MLB predictions. It's been a fun night. We had the spring season of movie watching, the New Year premiere, and then we just had the premiere of the World Series pick for 2024 predictions. Let me know down in that comment section what you agree, disagree with. Let go Mets. All right, guys. See you soon. Take care. Beautiful trees out here today, guys. At the park. All right, numbnuts. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.